Hi. So we will continue, and now we will start with a very important topic. Actually, now we are jumping from concepts in health to concept in diseases. The first concept which we want to discuss and which is of very great importance in community medicine is concept of disease causation. I will not go into great detail of the earlier theories, but just name them and just explain in one line. Supernatural theory means there is some power above, which may be God or demon, who does the disease, who sends us the disease. This theory is still present. This theory is not dead. Then there are various theories, like miasma theory was a theory for a very long time, where bad air which enters into me and causes diseases like tuberculosis. Then the famous theory came, which was scientifically based. That is the germ theory. The germ theory said that when the germs enter into my body, they cause the disease. Our cause postulates are basically germ theory, which you must have studied in microbiology. Germ theory was supported by discovery of microscope and then discovery of organisms one after the another. So it became very easy to explain disease causation. When cholera vibrio enters into my body, it causes cholera. When TB enters my body, it causes TB. But in community medicine or public health, or various experts felt that this theory itself is not very correct. There is a limitation to this theory. If TB was a causative organism for tuberculosis, then why it happens that TB occurs more in people who are poor or uneducated or living in overcrowded places or have poor ventilation or have poor immunity? This means in addition to factors, that is the disease causing agent, germ, there are other factors also. There is a very famous phrase which you can remember, that diseases are not randomly distributed. This means if the tubercular bacilli was causing the disease should be randomly distributed. It should be distributed at the same rate among male and females, and children and adults, and rich and poor, and educated and non-educated, and in America and in India, geographical distribution. So that is not so. So there are other factors also that brought the concept of epidemiological triad. We start saying that these, in addition to agents, there are host factors which are responsible for causation of disease, and there are environmental factors which play an important role in causation of disease. So that came the basic concept of epidemiological triad. I will not go into details of agent or host factors or environmental factors. That you have to study. The textbook has classified agent factors into biological, chemical, physical, and various other factors, nutritional factors. So that you have to study. That is not difficult to understand. So there is no concept. It is only we have to study 2-3 times to remember them. Here I would like to stress one point. When a disease is caused by a vector, let us take the example of dengue fever. The vector becomes another part of the triangle. This means there is another angle comes to the triangle, and that is vector. So disease, dengue, the agent plays a role, the host plays a role, the environment plays a role, and there is a vector. So in these kind of concepts, always add a vector. Then came the famous, or not so often used, is the triangle of epidemiology. Some people, the scientists, added time factor in the epidemiological triad. So it's when the time factor is added, it is called the triangle of epidemiology. The time factors which are important in epidemiology are 2 or 3. The first is incubation period. The second is period of communicability. The third time factor which is important is what is the total duration of disease. Another factor which has come into importance or significance during this COVID outbreak is that how long the organism survives in environment. You must have read various discussions that COVID survives for so many days or so many hours on this type of surfaces. So that has also become important. I will stop my disease causation part here and bring the first part of chapter 2, that is the basic or changing concepts in health, where from the chapter 2 actually starts. Even before the definition of health is there, because it is very easy to understand it here. That is why I have never discussed it there. I bring it here because we now have the concept of agent, host and environment. So that concept of health is nothing but biomedical concept, which means that a disease agent is causing the disease. So disease agent theory was germ theory. So biomedical concept was supported and by germ theory. A disease enters into my agent, disease agent enters into my body and causes the disease. The ecological theory or ecological concept, that is the role of environment. Ecology word means broader environment, the natural environment, the man-made environment, and these type of things. Ecology is for us environment, but is a elder brother of environment. And third is psychosocial factors, which are nothing but host factors. My culture, my age, my gender, my status of women in the families, education. And the fourth is the combination of 3, that is called the holistic concept. So I am again not going into detail because you will understand this thing. So understand first the epidemiological triad, and once you have understood the epidemiological triad, the 3 corners, then you go to the concepts of development of concepts in health, that is the biomedical concept, which is based on agent, the ecological concept, the environment, the psychosocial concept, the host, and the fourth is holistic concept, that is the combination of the 3. So I always find it easier to do it here. In the next talk, I will go to how this epidemiological trial has not helped us in understanding non-communicable diseases. When we will study communicable diseases, which is a very long topic in community medicine or SPM, I think 1/3 or more than 1/4 of our textbook is communicable diseases. And if we combine the national programs related with it, it becomes of almost 1/3. In communicable diseases, the model used for disease causation is epidemiological triad. And as I have already stressed or told, that when we will do vector-borne diseases, then epidemiological triad gets its extension and gets one more corner of vector. So I will stop here, and next time we will go to how this model is not very helpful in non-communicable diseases and what models we do use for understanding the disease causation in non-communicable disease. Thank you.